Okay, so let me start this off by saying that this whole thing is about adoption because I have personally lived through this. Uh, I just kind of want to tell my story, I guess. I have a lot of opinions I get, a lot of questions, and I guess it's just time to just go ahead and tell my story. Um, and please realize that this is mine and mine only, and not everybody's going to agree with me, and not everybody's going to understand. And I know that there's probably going to be some really crazy bad feedback, but I'm going to go ahead and still do it. Let me start off by saying that I just had a baby 2 months ago, and I did place her up for adoption. Uh, I was 19 when I got pregnant. I turned 20 a week after she was born. So I was just hella young. I mean, I know there's younger parents out there that have decided to keep their child and do whatever. That just wasn't the case scenario for me. For me, I just wasn't ready, and I decided to place her up for adoption. The one thing I want everybody to realize is that I chose my family. I also chose the arrangements as being a very, very open adoption. And not everybody gets to do that. And a lot of times, people who've placed their child up for adoption regret it because they never met the family, or they, didn't really think hard enough about it prior to actually signing over their rights. So, I mean, for them, it's different. For me, like I said, this is my story. I took months and months and months. I didn't even pick the family until I was 6 weeks away from having her, because I was very, very selective and very picky. And the family I picked, their names are Kelly and Mike, and they are way across the country from me. I'm in Washington and they're in Missouri, so it's quite a distance. But they did make it out here 2 weeks before she was born, so they were there in the hospital and actually watched the delivery happen. Kelly got to cut the umbilical cord. I mean, so it was actually a really nice experience. We spent my birthday together. Like I said, was actually a week after I had my daughter. She was born on the 7th. My birthday's on the 14th. And they took me out to dinner, brought the baby with, so I got to spend some more time with her. They send me emails all the time and pictures, and they call every now and again. And so I'll get to see her, again, and that's going to be before she turns 18, because like I said, this is an open adoption and this is what we chose to do. Now, the reason why I did it was because when I found out I was pregnant, um, it was obviously not planned. I was even on birth control, and I guess it slipped, and here I am, and I was pregnant. So I wasn't ready. I was living at home with my mom. I had just recently wrecked my car. I didn't have a job. Uh, Super young. I just don't believe at 19, 20 years old, you're fully ready to really commit to having a child. You haven't even been able to go out to the bars and club and kick it. You haven't experienced life. What can you teach a child if you're still a child yourself? Now, that's just my opinion and my story, so shut up, everybody who's going to start talking crap about that comment. Um, I'm not saying because you had your kid at 16 doesn't make you a bad mom, but for me, this is my choice. I didn't want to have to steal my diapers, and I didn't want to have to sleep in on the ground somewhere downtown and hopefully find food or get on WIC and welfare and all that, because my mom raised 7 kids and she did it without any of that financial support. So I was going to be damned if I had to do it. Um, Also, I didn't get along with my baby's father at all. Uh, when I got pregnant, it was a freak accident. I mean, I guess for a split moment, I forgot who I was and what I wanted, and I ended up getting with him. Biggest mistake ever, but it's okay. I learned. And then the other question I get is, how can you carry her for 9 months and give her up? And I quote, I did not give her up. I gave her a chance at life. My theory on it is that I wanted her to be raised a certain way, and that certain way I couldn't give her. So the family I picked they're raising her the same way I wish I could, and the same way that I wish I was raised. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about my way of being brought up. I was brought up very old fashioned with morals and beliefs and whatnot. And see what happens when you break your morals and beliefs? You get pregnant with the child. But anyways, I I don't know. I mean, obviously I was really attached to her, and I was with her in the hospital for the full 2 days. She never ever like left my room. If I had to go pee or something, I mean, I would bundle her up in the bed and, just run to the bathroom and run back. And just having a child, it was kind of difficult, but I didn't want to break away from her for 1 minute. So, and luckily, I mean, my friends and my family were able to come to the hospital. They were able to see her birth and say hi and bye to her. I'm It was a really beautiful experience, and yes, I'm sad a lot of the times when I think about her because I do miss her. And now that my life is starting to get together, I was thinking, wow, dang, I should have kept her. Maybe this would have happened if I had her, but it wouldn't have, because it's because she was born, and because I had to place her up for adoption. It's motivated me. So I'll be damned that if she sees me in 10 years, that I'm still in the same spot I was when I placed her for adoption. So she's my motivation. I will make her proud because she's my baby. But I mean, I've got this little bracelet that I wear almost every day. It is, oh, you can barely see it. It is a picture of us. She's all over my phone, my emails, my wall at work. Actually, I have the bigger picture here of that. So, it's not that I don't love her, because I rep her every single day. She is a beautiful baby. She was born 6'15" and 18 and a half inches long at 5:45 p.m. My labor was 11 hours, pushing lasted 20, so it wasn't even bad. But besides that, what are the other things people say is, oh, you're so strong. I'm not that strong. I'm actually really weak. I cried my little eyes out for months, well, for weeks, I guess, before I actually got myself together. Um, it had nothing to do with strength. It had everything to do with intelligence. I knew that I couldn't raise her. So what do? I wasn't going to kill her. I wasn't going to take away her opportunity to live. What I did was I gave her the opportunity to live and to have a fabulous life. So, you can think what you want, but I'm not that strong. Uh, what other things do I hear? Oh, how can you do that? Your child, knows you and needs you because you were with her for 9 months. She doesn't. Think about it. Any kid out there, you can move them from one house to the next the next car, to the next place, changing their clothes. They adapt to everything. And since she left my side at 2 weeks old, she will not remember me. The only reason she's gonna remember me is because the family wants her to. So they're gonna have pictures and things like that to show her. They're gonna call me. I'm gonna come out and see her. But if it wasn't for that, she would have never known the difference. It's not like, oh no, this isn't my mommy's smell, or this isn't my mommy's boobie, or this isn't my mom's heartbeat. They don't know the difference. Obviously the first day she came out, I was the only one that could calm her down because she was familiar with my voice and familiar with my heart. But I promise you, she forgot it by now. So, to everybody who says that I don't love my child, or that this is a big ass mistake, or I'm freaking stupid, or this, that, and the other, you guys can all kiss my ass, because this is what's right for me. I don't knock you because you want to smoke weed. I don't knock you because you drink beer. I don't knock you because you have sex with the same sex. I don't knock you because you're not Christian, or because you are Christian, or you're an atheist. I don't knock you for any of your beliefs. I don't knock you for liking fat chicks, skinny chicks, white chicks, or black chicks. I'm not an opinion-based person when it comes to other people. I do not judge, and you need to not judge my situation. I am an advocate on saying that I would never tell you or the next person that placed their daughter up for adoption, or their child, I should say. I'm not a walking billboard for that, but I am saying that this was my choice, and this is what worked for me. And if it doesn't work for you, then it doesn't work for you. But I actually just wanted to get a video up here to show people that it happens all the time. There's millions of adoptions going on constantly.